Welcome back to another edition of Love in Action Daily Boost program. I'm Dr. Flo, not telling you what I heard, but what I know. What I know is that you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're going to be loved and lovable for the rest of your days. I'm so grateful that you're here. We're celebrating milestones this week. We're focusing on celebrating our love wins. But before we do that, let's get introductions done. Who are you in the world today?
Momentarily lost my microphone because it's in a different place than when we made the momentous upgrades. And I'm over here cheering that I just got so many notifications from our Discord and from our Instagram, my Instagram, saying that I'm live and you're live, the YouTubes are live, and the things are live, which is amazing. I'm Tara Pralo. I am your resident Black biracial multi-passionate musician. I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. As I'm talking about all these platforms that we're live on, which Dr. Flo will fill you in on the other ones. We are live on both of our YouTubes, Instagram. Dr. Flo's live on Facebook, TikTok, other places. Anyway, Twitter. What I was going to say was you can find us, the notification channels at lovedandlovable.bio.link, 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 just so that you can stay in touch and get the flares for when we go live and where we are in the world. Who are you, Dr. Flo?
I am an online coach and mentor. And every day I encourage, equip, and empower bold dreamers to follow their bliss by using their time, talent, and treasure for good in the world. And if you're out there and you're looking for someone to help you boost your dream and to build your community and help you to bring your abundance closer to you, reach out to us at lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link. This week, as I said earlier, is week 42 of the year. We are celebrating milestones and focusing on celebrating our wins as it relates to love. We try to take you as often as we can through the 7 days of the 7-Day Pillar Challenge, which is a chakra-based system from Poppy Water and the House of Mami Wada. We start on Sundays in the root chakra. The mantra is I am. Then on Mondays, we move up to the sacral chakra, mantra I feel. Solar plexus on Tuesday, all about what we do, I do. Heart chakra Wednesday, I love, everything about what we love and where our love is pointing us. Thursdays are the throat chakra day. What are you speaking about? Who are you speaking to? Are you being positive, negative, neutral? Are you being cynical about your life even though you don't know enough about your life to be cynical? And are you talking to yourself in these ways? That's Thursday. And then on Friday, I see, third eye chakra day. What are you seeing in spirit and in truth? And of course, yesterday was crown chakra day, all about what you know and what you understand. So if you hang with us by and large for 7 days at a time, you will start to lift from your I am root chakra into what you know and you understand in your crown. And it's all around a theme that centers love. Today's theme is all around being grounded in gratitude and stability. And for those of you who come to our daily peer support programs, you'll know that we anchor the room throughout and also at the end in gratitude. Our participants do 3 gratitudes at the end to kind of seal the deal. And when we are grounded in our gratitude, it brings stability into our lives. All of us can look around our space right now, whether you're tuned in on Instagram, Facebook, X, Twitch, wherever you are right now, you can look around and find 3 things to be grateful for. I'm grateful for Lady Diva hanging out with me right here. She always keeps me company. I'm grateful for Poppy, who's in the room. I'm grateful that it's raining outside and it's cleansing the atmosphere and everything. I'm very, very grateful for all of you watching. I see you out there. Feel free to drop us some chats. Oh, wow. I forgot about this now that I've got access back to multiple platforms. There you go. Help, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by today as we build our dreams. And you can go to lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link to support, join, apply, or donate to our causes. And if you're over on YouTube and Facebook especially, drop us a comment and we'll put it on the screen for all of you. All right. So, being grateful for all of you that are watching today. I see you out there. Let's move forward into celebrating the foundations of love and the milestones that give us security. Here are some questions to reflect upon this week as we get started. What foundational love or relationship milestone are you most proud of this year? What foundational love or relationship milestone are you most proud of this year? How has love helped you feel safer and more grounded in your body and environment? How has love helped you feel safer and more grounded in your body and environment? What daily practices keep you anchored in joy and stability? What daily practices are you all using out there to keep you anchored in joy and stability, especially in these times when everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people are running around like their hair's on fire and they're so tormented and scared of what they see in the news and what's happening in their families and in their friend groups? What daily practices are keeping you anchored in your joy and stability when it seems like the whole world is falling apart? How do you honor the people who helped you build your solid foundation? How do you honor the people who helped you build your solid foundation? And the last of my question to ask is, what fears about change or progress have you released to stay rooted in love? What fears about change or progress have you released to stay rooted in love? One fear about change or progress that I've released is that somehow I'm going to come to a point in my life where things won't change. It's like, um, some people are scared of change. We talked about it this morning in our peer support group over on Clubhouse. A lot of people think that the change that's going to come to them is going to change their lives so dramatically that they won't even be who they thought they were. Some people have a fear of changing because what if their family and friend groups push them out? Some people feel that, like I said, they're going to change to be completely unrecognizable to themselves and to the world, and that there's going to be more responsibility on the other side of that. What fears about change or progress have I released? This idea that I won't be me at the end of the journey. Your turn.
You won't be you at the end of the journey. That's interesting. It's interesting because you, what is it? There's a Josh Groban song. You're still you.
Well,
You're still you. I put in the comment section, what daily practices keep you anchored in joy and stability? Cooking. I love to cook. I also love to garden. I have to go out. I went out yesterday, y'all, and there are potatoes in the garden that I need to dig up so that I can cook them. And I've got the oven going for chicken quarters. And I love cooking. I don't get to do it as much as I would love to do it because cooking takes time. There's a hair stuck on my band-aid, y'all. Um, but I love cooking. I really do. It gives me great joy. Joy, even if it's just like a scrambled egg for the kid. Were there any others that I wanted to I thought the first question was interesting. What foundational love or relationship milestone are you most proud of this year? I have no idea. I'm drawing a blank on all of that. So I'm going to consider that this week. Here are the remainder of les questions. When did you first feel that love could be a safe space for you? What tangible milestone, home, career, or relationship best symbolizes your stability? How does financial or physical security support your ability to love freely? How do you celebrate daily wins that keep your foundation strong? I like that question. What new seeds are you planting for even greater love and safety ahead? Wow, I feel like I like all of those questions. But I love this number 9. How do you celebrate small daily wins that keep your foundation strong? Y'all have heard me talk about this before, but having a brag book is what I use. Having something that's written somewhere that I can go back to when I'm sad and when I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do it. That's a way for me. Writing down in daily homework from Flow. I'm doing gratitudes each day in that other thing that we do, daily peer support at 11 a.m. That's another way I celebrate those wins and celebrate those things. And of course, just talking about the roses that I have each day. We have yeah, Dr. Flo put one of the questions on the screen, so I'm going to throw it back to you. What new seeds are you planting for even greater love and safety ahead?
Self-trust and affirmations. I've been getting up every day recently and doing my gratitude and self-love affirmations from Louise L. Hay. And her exchanging my fearful rise. I used to rise just being like, I hope I get it all done. I hope I connect with the right people. I hope I make enough money today. I hope that I get new clients. I hope I get new students. I hope I get new participants in the program. I hope people show up that I'm interested in and not bored by, because people bore me. I used to wake up with all of those fears. But I've started to exchange those fear affirmations for positive ones. And if you're out there today on X or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or Twitch, I want to give you an invitation to exchange your fear affirmations for positive ones today. There are free videos on YouTube. Louise L. Hay Morning Affirmations. Look into that. Livi does amazing gratitude affirmations and affirmations for all kinds of subjects. Give yourself the gift of positive affirmations in the morning. And one of the newest positive, it's kind of old because I used to say it to myself all the time, but one of my newest seeds to answer the question is I radically love and approve of myself. And I trust myself. And this comes from the EFT tradition, for those of you who know all about the tapping and how that can be very calming to the body. Even though life is not going exactly as I expect it to go, I deeply love and approve of myself. Even though I don't have all of the answers to what's next for me and my family and my career, I deeply love and approve and trust myself. Even though I want more abundance and more reach and more connection and more excitement and more love in my life, I deeply and profoundly love and approve and trust myself. Those seeds planted in the start of my day and throughout my day make room for greater love and safety in my life. And as we teach in our network every day in peer support, and you all are welcome to come, it's a free community service from our network. Safety is something that you're going to have to give yourselves, beloved. In a world where the propaganda of unworthiness and the propaganda of media and social media is trying to make you fear yourself and be scared of everything and everybody, you're going to have to find that safety within. I'm going to have to find that safety within, because people who are not safe in their feelings or safe in their bodies cannot do the liberation work of their hearts and those they love. And once again, like I say, I'm Dr. Flo, not telling you what I heard, but what I know. What I know is that a fear and paranoia vibration is one of the biggest distractions from liberating yourself and others. Have you noticed that it's very hard to make money and to take care of your family when you're scared of everything and everybody?
Yeah. Yes. Would you mind sharing with us the affirmation that you give in the daily peer support rooms after you read the loving treatment each day? Because I also think that's a new seed that you've been planting the last several weeks.
Yes. I bear no ill towards the universe, therefore the universe bears no ill towards me. I got that from a recent interview that I saw. Alicia Rashad, who was the mom on the Cosby Show, she said that her mom gave her this affirmation as a child, and it was one of the greatest life lessons that her mom taught her in her relationship to having good in her life and allowing for the fame and success that she had. That if she could trust that the universe had no ill towards her and she had no ill towards the universe, that she could be in a healthy relationship with all of it. And so, because I don't want the universe to have a bad day today, the universe doesn't want me to have a bad day today. And we have many affirmations over the network. One of them is the loving treatment, and that's how I'll land today. And then Tara can do her closing thoughts, and then we'll see you all on Substack and YouTube and Facebook and X and Twitch throughout the week. We are here every day as often as we can be. I missed yesterday, but there's plenty of replays. We've been doing this particular program for the last 100 weeks. Thanks to our donors and sponsors and friends and supporters and attaboy people. So if we do miss days because life starts lifing, you've got hundreds, if not thousands, of podcast episodes and videos to go and feel encouraged, equipped, and empowered. We've been doing this program, or this particular iteration of the program, for the last 4.5 years. I've been working on community programming for the last 7 or 8, and there's tons of stuff out there from our hearts to yours. And one of the biggest gifts that I could give you is something from someone who is now one of my ancestors, the author of You Can Heal Your Life, Louise L. Hay, who left behind, as we are leaving behind, these YouTubes and TikToks and all of these things. And thank y'all for watching today over on TikTok. We're all creating our legacy as we go. We're all leaving behind little pieces of ourselves, our thumbprint and our imprint on the world. And don't you dare for a second think that your life and what you're doing today doesn't matter. You are an incredible force in the universe. I am an incredible force in the universe. You are an incredible change maker in the universe. I'm an incredible change maker in the universe. And what we're talking about, including the things that we talk about in our Thursday podcast taping of Deconstruction Junction, these ideas that all of us are worthy, that all lives deserve dignity and respect, that we deserve happiness, healthiness, and freedom along our journeys. That's a very big deal. Wholeness to Sister Loretta. Loretta is one of our producers and donors and sponsors of our programs here. We are so grateful for your love and your light. Love in Action Network is part of your legacy, Loretta. Loved and lovable. So I'm going to do the loving treatment, and then we will move on in our journey. Deep at the center of my being, there's an infinite well of love. I now allow this love to flow to the surface. It fills my heart, my body, my mind, my consciousness, my very being, and it radiates out from me in all directions and returns to me multiplied. The more love I use and give, the more I have to give. The supply is endless. The more love I use and give, the more I have to give. The supply is endless. The more love, Loretta, that I use and give. You know, a lot of people are hoarding the love. They're trying to keep the love to themselves. And I always say to this network, what good is your love if it's not poured out on the world, if it's not shared with the people, if it's not elevating those who are suppressed and oppressed? And the using of our love and the giving of our love creates containers for us having more to give, and that supply is endless. The use of love makes me feel good. It is an expression of my inner joy. Yes, I love myself, therefore I take loving care of my body. I lovingly feed it nourishing foods and beverages. I lovingly groom it and dress it, and my body lovingly responds to me with vibrant health and energy. Energy, inspiration. I love myself, therefore I provide for myself a comfortable home, one that fills all my needs and is a pleasure to be in. I fill the rooms with the vibration of love so that all who enter, myself included, will feel this love and be nourished by it. I love myself, therefore I work at a job that I truly enjoy doing, one that uses all my talents and abilities working with and for people that I love and love me and earning a great income. I love myself, therefore I behave in a loving way to all people, for I know that that which I give out returns to me multiplied. I only attract loving people in my world, for they are a mirror of what I am. I only attract loving people in my world, for they are a mirror of what I am. I only attract loving people into my world, for they are a mirror of what I am. And it's important on Root Chakra Day, where the mantra is I am, to really get clear today about who you are. Because the world is going to bounce back to you through the law of attraction more people who are like you. Have you ever noticed that cynical people are surrounded by cynical people? That happy people are surrounded by happy people? That joyful people are surrounded by joyful people? That complaining people are usually part of complaining families and work for complaining companies? That bullying people are always at a job where people are bullying? It's because we attract the kinds of people that we are. And so the question is, and I'm going to continue in this loving treatment, but the question today is, who do you want to be? Because who you want to be will directly determine the kinds of people that you will attract. As Michael Jackson says, it starts with the person in the mirror. I love myself, therefore I forgive and totally release the past and all past experiences, and I am free. I love myself, therefore I love totally in the now, experiencing each moment as good and knowing that my future is bright and joyous and secure. For I am a beloved child of the universe, and the universe lovingly takes care of me now and forevermore. And so it is.
And so it is. Amen.
And so it is.
Amen.
We are lighthouses. It was either today or yesterday that my partner Poppy was talking about how we are all lighthouses. And the light that we put out from our lighthouse into the world is attracting certain kinds of ships. People get mad when I say that you are completely responsible for the way in which your life is unfolding through the law of attraction. And if you bear no ill towards the universe, if you start to raise your vibration into positivity, if you start to know that you're loved and lovable, you've always been loved and lovable, and you're always going to be loved and lovable for the rest of your life, and you truly let that get down deep, you're going to start to be surrounded by loved and lovable people. That's my alarm saying that things work out for me. Every hour on the hour, my technology reminds me that life is working out for me. Life is not working against me. Life is working for me. Me and the universe are co-creators of my awesome. And I'm so grateful that all of you over on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitch, Substack, Spotify, Google Podcast, and Apple Podcast are taking part in that joy today as well. Loved and lovable. Tara, what's been coming up for you in the universe?
In the universe of my mind. You know, I think I was going to go a different direction with my closing thought, but I went back to the original question, not the original question, but the last question that we were talking about, the new seeds. And I was like, when I first read that one, I was like, I'm not planting any new seeds. Like, I don't have any new seeds. We talked about this in the daily peer support room this morning, of like in like grow garden being a metaphor for our lives, that like we have more seeds than we have space to plant them. Like the capacity, like my garden, friends, is full. Okay, IRL and on the computer and in the noggin. Okay, and so I was like, oh, there's no new seeds. There's no new seeds that I'm planting. Blah, blah, blah. But what you just said and all of that juice that you just gave, what it made me think of is the like sometimes we plant seeds and we don't even know it. And so I want to give you all the I want to tell y'all what happened in my real life garden. Not this year, but last year and the year before. So the year before, I planted a strawberry plant. I did not know, actually, this has happened twice to me. I did not know that strawberries were perennial. So the following year, right, my strawberry had died. The bunnies had eaten it. It was gone. Winter happened. And the following summer, I go out to my garden to get it all cleaned up. And lo and behold, there's a little strawberry sprout coming out of the ground, right? Now, that poor strawberry plant did not survive the massive amount of bunnies we had that year. However, it came back. The other thing that has happened multiple times in my garden, actually, I'm going to just tell y'all two more. I grow tomato plants every year. One year, tomatoes started growing right by my steps here. How did they get there? A bird pooped on them. They stayed in the ground all winter. and up they sprung the next spring, right? On the other side of my garage that y'all never see, y'all that follow the plant dates and stuff, y'all never see this side of the garage, but there are lily plants. I have a ton of lily plants that have migrated from a neighbor's yard into our yard via the bees and the birds and all of the things that are pooping it out, and then it grows. And this is all just to say that, like, the planting of the seed, you might not even notice that you planted the seed. And in real life, this has happened, like with humans, right? Which we're just plants. But with humans, Nisi says to me every single day, almost in peer support, about how her dream is my garden, right? With her great grandkids and all of the children running around. And so sometimes you say things, sometimes you do things that you don't even realize are a seed. And all of a sudden, you look to your left and there's a tomato plant or a strawberry plant or a lily plant or a liberated being or someone on the healing journey or any of those things that Dr. Flo has been talking about and that we talk about in peer support. So that is my closing thought, is I don't think I realize often the seeds that I'm planting and how consistently I plant them, right? So yeah, I'm gonna look for those.
And sometimes the seeds come from literal bird poop.
Right. Literal bird poop. Actually, oftentimes.
And so if you think that you're in a shitty situation in your life, too may be working out for your highest good. It could be the birds of your life eating the seeds, taking them far away, pooping them into your life. You're like, what did I do to deserve this? We say every day in our network that all of life is a movement towards our wholeness. And that could be rough for you to hear if you're having a really, really rough day. If you were like I was, in deep anxiety and depression and despair, it's like, what are you even talking about? You don't know what's in my bank account. You don't know how I was used and abused. You don't know how I was mistreated, Dr. Flo. What would you know about that? You're over here talking about being loved and lovable. I'm in the deepest of my despair and misery. But if you look back on your life, if you commit to your healing journey and you start to look back on your life, you'll see that everything was trying to bring you to a place of strength and peace and joy, happiness, healthiness, and freedom. And I have yet to meet a person to this day that doesn't want happiness, whatever that means for you, healthiness, whatever that means for you, and freedom. And not freedom in a jail, because we talk on Thursdays about the illusion of freedom and the illusion of choice. We're not talking about being forced to do anything that you don't want to do in your life. We're talking about bright, joyous, and secure freedom. And you don't have to wait for paradise. You don't have to wait until you die to step into your joyous, bright, and secure future. You can have it here and now. And if you need support with that, we are available over at lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link, lovedandlovable.bio.link. Check us out. We're online every day, as we have been off and on for the last 100 weeks, seeking to encourage, equip, and empower bold dreamers to live their bliss out today and just for today. So on behalf of Tara Praolo Studio, Poppy Water 33, our producer, myself, Andre, oh no, that's not my handle anymore. It's Ask Dr. Flo on all platforms. In fact, I'm not even sure that we went live on Instagram today because it's looking for the old me. And remember earlier, you all, when I
But
talked
we went
about
live on my Instagram, so
what
we are a presence.
change, what fears about change or progress have you released to stay rooted in love? This idea that change or progress is going to be a perfect offering. If you're out there today and you're looking for perfection or you're trying to impress people with the perfection of your life, let me be the first to offer you the invitation to let that shit go too. There's no such thing as perfect people. And if you read this awesome book by Dr. Brene Brown, it's called The Gifts of Imperfection. And in that book, she talks about how all of the things that we think are imperfect about us is actually what's making us special and unique in the universe. And it's the key to the gifts that can make you really, really rich, not only in the bank account, but in your heart. So I'll try that one more time. On behalf of Terra Olo Studio, Poppy Water 33, our producer, Ask Dr. Flo, which is me on all platforms. Thank you for watching today. Stay in your power, stay in your joy, stay loved and lovable, and we'll see you very, very soon around a fantastic and vibrant network. Take care.